Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a marvelous feeling that everything is going your way. Welcome to the Voice of Hope Connection. I'm your host, D. Foster III, CEO and President of Wake Up Global Networks. You know the spill on this Sunday morning. If you're in the DMV or in the ATL, it's a little overcast, but that's okay. I got some sunshine I'm bringing your way. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, put a copy of this link in the chat. I believe there is a word. Before we get into that word, have you followed us on our social media? Go to our website. It's Wake Up Global Media, Wake Up Global Media. You can follow us on our TikTok. You can follow us on our voice over social media. You can hear us every Friday on WPB Media and on our website. You can hear us with the Voice Over Now podcast. We go into some things. Listen, if you're brand new, hit the subscribe, push this up in the algorithms, hit the like, give us a thumbs up so that the algorithm knows that we want more content, more positive content, like what's going on in LA, all of that. They blasted all over the media. But we need to blast the fact that there is good news, there is hope, and there is positivity. Now, I want to say to you, also, that we appreciate you. We appreciate you. We want to hear from you. If you want to find out what we're about, go to our website again, www.wakeupglobalnetworks.com, or follow me on my social media pages. It's XNIG DJ Change 111, DJ Change 111. Now, we don't know what's going to happen this week, but we know some stuff may bust off, take off. But I tell you, it's always, V and I try to give you a word of inspiration to bring you through the week. We want to shout out to Miss V, who always is very encouraging, always very inspiring, right here on the Voice of Hope Connection. Today, I want to talk about what you're going to need this week. Now, you said, how do you know what I'm going to need? Because no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're not doing, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, you're going to need the force of determination. That's right. The force of determination. I see so many people with dreams and goals and visions, and all of a sudden they hit roadblocks. Can I tell you, roadblocks are inevitable in life? I mean, there's nothing you and I can do to stop the roadblocks. Whenever we are about a good work like Nehemiah, there will always be somebody to try to get us to come and stop the work and go to, oh no, to deal with some plum foolery and some garbage. But I'm encouraging you this week, no matter what wall, no matter what project, no matter what goal, no matter what destination you have, it is going to require determination. Now, what is the force of that determination? Number one, that I stay focused. Everything around you, everything around me is trying to grab our attention. Even the foolery that's going on in Los Angeles, even all of the stuff that's going on in Washington, the fight with Elon and Trump, trying to grab our attention. But you know what? If you're going to build your wall, if you're going to finish your course, if you're going to fulfill your destiny, if you're going to complete your project, you're going to need to stay focus. You're going to have on blinders. In other words, Paul said it like this, and I feel like I'm going to roll this morning. He says, looking unto Jesus, which is the author and finisher of my faith. I'm not looking. Now, a whole lot of stuff I could look at, a whole lot of stuff I could listen to, a whole lot of stuff I could get involved with. But guess what? That has nothing to do with me. In other words, staying focused. Being determined means to stay focused, but it also means, number two, to stay in your lane. Stop reaching outside of your purpose, your calling, your destiny, to get involved with stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. I know there's some internet beefs between prophets, and everybody wants to chime in. Everybody wants to have a voice. Everybody wants to go viral. That don't have nothing to do with you. It's a focus breaker. One of the things to stay determined, not only are you going to have to stay focused, but you're going to have to stay in your lane. In other words, I only involve myself in those matters which have to do with me and destiny, unless it's something for the greater collective, unless it's for humanity. But what other people are beefing about and what other people are fighting about, that ain't got nothing to do with me, because I'm on the wall, I'm on a mission. Then the third ingredient of that determination, because I'm trying to break it down, because just to say be determined don't mean nothing. It's focus, it's stand in my lane, and then it's full of faith. You're going to need faith to complete the project. And what is that? Come on, D. Foster 3, break it down. That means I've got to already see it finished. You know, if you read that story of Nehemiah, it was when they were at the end of the project, almost finished, that they got tired. I know that's a fact. It was when they were almost there that they got weary. Why? Because they jumped out of faith and jumped into fear. Listen, if you're going to stay determined, not only are you going to have to stay focused, not only are you going to have to stay in your lane, but you are going to have to stay full of faith. Why? Because a lot of things, and I think I posted this on my IG on sometime this week, when I said, who said you couldn't do it? Who said it couldn't be accomplished? Who said? See, the people on the wall begin to listen to the naysayers. They begin to listen to the people that say, you think y'all gonna finish that? You think you're gonna accomplish that? You think you're gonna open that business? You think you're gonna start that podcast? You think you're gonna get that job? You think? Yes, I do. Let God be true. And that's what I posted. Let God in me be true. I got a witness. I got a inclination to start this project, and what God has started in me, he will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. I just dropped by this morning to say, I don't know what you're going to need this week. I don't know what you're going to do this week, but one thing I know, you're going to need a dose of determination by staying focused, staying in your lane, and staying full of faith. Listen, I want to hear from you. thevoiceovertheglobe@gmail.com, the voice over the globe. And if you feel generous to make a tax-deductible donation to the Wake Up Now, Wake Up Global Networks, that information is on the screen. No donation is too large and too small. Listen, we are about a good work at Wake Up, and we won't come down. Until next week, this is D. Foster 3 reminding you, there's hope. Stay connected to it. Peace.